Apologies, you're going to hear my PC screaming for a bit as I was playing some Call of Duty while it was charging up here and watching the WAN show. But I promised you guys a comparison of the EC3-C because it's brand new and unopened. I even cleaned the dust off for you. Comparison to the Deathadder V3 Hyperspeed, and you can see that I've already sweat on it. Check that out, because I was just playing with it. Look at the sweat. You can see exactly where I'm gripping. If you notice, no sweat here, but right there where I was talking about how this part would normally grip because it rolls off. Nothing. Nothing. So that's about as, what do you want to say, like, as obvious as I can make it or something? You know? Let's open up my EC3-C. This is the smaller EC2 that isn't actually just a smaller EC2. They actually reshaped it some. Classic Zowie packaging here. You know, the matte or satin black. I'd probably call it a satin black, not matte, because it might be matte. It's got some sheen to it though, with the gloss black emboss there and the red coloring, because this is just the OG, and this is how Zowie mice have been packaged since time immemorial, basically. Time immemorial. I can't speak of the English. Alright, so we got tape on the bottom. Look, no gloss. It's just textured. Actually, this thing doesn't feel half bad. A little wide in the hips, personally. So how I broke this guy, back button on my other one, is I went like this, and it stuck in permanently. I went like, boop. Or I might even went like that, because sometimes when I really want to hit back, like it's like I gotta hit back, I hit it like that. Whereas normally when I game, I just rock it forward and back like this. But browsing, I'll purpose it. But I think I just rolled it up, and this corner is supposed to hinge in this way, like, you know, boop, boop, and the back hinged in, which is where the hinge is, and it went crunch and never came out. So we got some EC3-C feet and a Zowie sticker. We're going to label this EC3-C. EC3-C. And it turns out a ballpoint pen is not the best thing. We need our zebra pen. Yes, I know the EC3-C is not the correct comparison. I need an EC2. I have many of them, just not readily accessible at the moment. I used to main the EC, starting with the EC2A. I did not main the wireless. Tyloo, I was still maining it, I would say, but I was starting to switch off already to other mice. But it was still my go back to. Now I haven't used an EC2 in so long. Like my XC is the reference, because I switched to more. And you're like, why do you label it? Because I have a big box of grips and feet and stuff like that I just huck it into. So let's put this back so I can get pictures of the box before I throw it out. Just for documentation purposes. You know, it's got the serial number and all that. And not only that, but, oh, you can see that this was pasted over. Maybe it's because mine was a replacement, but you can see under there's another label. So this is the second label at this box. I mean, it was an RMA. Obviously a new one, though, because this also was added later. You can see by how it's peeling up. That was not how it was manufactured. Somebody could have added it during manufacturing. Yeah, here, 2021-06. I broke mine within weeks of owning it. So I'm not going to say, like, that's a faulty point. I think mine was just faulty in some way. But With the EC3-C, this slopes off faster. Basically, it's a smaller design mouse. It's shorter this way, and this slopes off much, much faster, from what I recall. So this versus this. Okay, bumps about here. Here, on the EC3-C, the bump's up here. And then it just tapers off. Yeah, PC, you come here? You just fell over on my lap. Yeah? Oh, you want kitten attention? You got eye bogies, though. I don't know if kittens that have eye bogies can get attention. I don't know if you can see her tail there. But she is now on my lap and very happy. That's how she tends to sit down, and she'll just like boop, boop, boop. Ugh! Not sit down like that. Or if she does kind of sit down like, she's got to dig, 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 paw, 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 dig, dig, paw, 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 dig, dig. But when she just she like flops down, she's like, boop, boop, boop. Like, and then smile at boop, boop, boop. Yeah, what if my leg wasn't there? You'd fall. Yeah. So these are very different shapes. Now this is the EC3-C. I think this would be a better comparison to the EC2-C. You guys should see shortly, though, with the E1, because the E1 from Vaxi is based on... This feels like a Zowie mouse, is what this feels like. This feels exactly like a Zowie mouse. It looks like a Zowie mouse. I don't particularly think Zowie's done well with their wireless mice. I have the U2, maybe, I think. As well as, of course, I had to get the EC2-CW. I think, sorry, the U2-CW, because they make a non-wireless one. They did reduce the cost on the U2-CW. But by, like, eschewing some of the accessories and stuff, probably a good idea. You don't need two mouse cables, because people don't... If you have a wireless mouse, you're not playing with it wired. So you don't need a wired cable and a charging cable, or a wired cable and a dock cable, or a portable cable and a dock. Just one's fine. I still had issues with their like wideband antenna with my open back headphones on the R70Xs. Not the R70Xs Refine I have now. The original R70Xs, I haven't used one since having the Refine, but at least on the original, I would actually get interference buzzing in the headphones when using them with the wideband, like it's like the square dock for the Zowie mice. And no, it's not the DAC. Doesn't happen with any other mouse. And you actually hear it in the coil of the headphones. It's got to be with how it's sending it out, because I didn't get it when using the omnidirectional antenna, like not the directional wideband one, but the like little normal dongle that comes with it. Like it's got two. And I didn't have an issue with that. So these are very... I mean, to me, this mouse still feels good. So if we go to the Thorn, right, it's here on the Thorn. It's here on the EC2-C. So it slopes down even more on the back. So it's front loaded, I guess would be like, you know, like it's wide in the... Like you're high in the front, not the back. Very different grip from the... Paisley just nearly took me out. Yeah, did you lean into me really hard because I wasn't paying attention? Yeah? Yeah, kiddo? So, I never liked the EC3-C very much. I prefer the EC2's grip. Just thought I'd try it because, you know, people were into smaller mice and stuff. This might have done better, actually, if it was just a smaller version of the EC2. I don't know. But they actually shifted. It's actually not that much smaller, if I recall correctly, from the EC2, but they shifted the shape. So this is the closest thing I've got to the EC2 down here right now. And it was brand new and unopened. This, I will say, this feels much more round-bellied, and I noticed that with here. I mentioned it on the decks where like this actually bows out a little bit, like comes out. And you really notice that like kind of like bowing, rounding off, bowing out when you go to the EC3-C here, which very much dips in everywhere. You know, like I feel more locked in on this, but there's no support in the actual palm. So this for a fingertip palm, I could see like if you're not fully gripping up, or if you're clawing and you want to, because when you claw, this dips in more. I don't know if you can see this, but you see how like this part dips in more. So that may be better for the EC3-C because you're actually forcing this upper part of your palm to touch the more sloped EC3-C. So completely different, even though these may be at least similar. At least the EC3-C variant, not the EC2. I don't have one of those down here at the moment. Very different mouse. I was actually doing pretty good with this mouse. The issue was Call of Duty when I was just playing. I will probably resume playing once I'm done putting all this away and listen to more Wine Show. But at least to the 3C, which, like I said, is probably not the true comparison because I don't know if this is necessarily picked up as anywhere near like the EC2-C is. I have a kitten who's very, very happy that she could sit by me at the moment. I just thought I'd get it out because we had it brand new and open and it's been sitting here for, I think, literal years at this point. I'll get it back in the collection because it is there. I will not be spending the money. I think they do make a wireless version of this now. I will have to get the EC2 wireless out to compare to the E1. And we'll get, not these two probably. Those two probably won't be out. But all the other right-handed and this guy. Because this is probably the closest and it looks, the E1 looks like the Thorn. It might have adopted the shorter, more curt butt. Because you can see here, it's actually pretty like long and pointed. What they did is to make it better for handling, they kind of like chopped it off a little bit on the E. Supposedly that's the only major change from the EC2 to the E1. You know, this does prove to me too that getting a good cable, I don't mind having a cable necessarily. Actually at work, I use the XE cabled, which I broke the scroll wheel on. When you scroll forward, it like digs in. And then you kind of look at the scroll wheel and it's like, it looks a little oblong, so I don't know if stuff shifted over the years. I did hear back from Vaxi. Even though it's out of warranty, they are going to replace it, but it's $40 because they're doing an out of warranty replacement, which is, and you're like, oh, I wouldn't pay that. Cool, then don't. I would like my wired XE for work, so I'm going to pay it because I don't like the scroll wheel being derpy after a bit over 2 years. And also they're going to stop making wired mice. So even if I don't, like even if I decide, oh no, a different mouse is going to work, even maybe a wireless one, I would at least have that one for the collection because they're no longer going to be making wired. And they actually do stuff on, not like a fire sale or anything, but they'll give you effectively a free mouse bungee or heavily discounted mouse bungee if you ordered their wired mice. But a lot of their newer designs are not in their wireless variants or in their wired variants. And for me, at least, once the wireless was the standard, when they did do wired and wireless, I did not buy the wired ones. Still debating, and we'll keep using this. I'm debating whether or not to buy the Hyperspeed dongle for this. You can still only buy the standalone Hyperspeed dongle directly through Razer. It is free shipping now, though. Whereas, because they're only $30, it didn't rise the free shipping, but the number of people that probably ordered just the dongle is quite high because you buy your mouse at like a Best Buy, you know, like this guy, buy it at Best Buy. You need a dongle. At least they're not back ordered like crazy anymore. So this guy's gonna go into, you know, one of the soup and salad containers off of Amazon. If you guys need that, I'll try to have it in the description. And I'll probably uncoil this and recoil it into a circle just to make it a little bit better. I mean, this still feels like a quality Zowie mouse. The forward button on the 3C feels great. The back button, there's still that amount of play, and it doesn't dip there, but like I said, that's how I broke mine. It was, went crunch, the back corner of this, because it hinges forward. Let me see that, it hinges forward. dipped in, and well, it didn't have a functioning back button anymore. So, yeah, let me know if it was worth it. On the decks, we opened up a 703 wireless brand new. That was a replacement from Best Buy quite a while ago. I forget what happened there. I think something relating to the dongle on my previous, because it was a 703 Hero. It replaced the 703 non-Hero, which I'm kind of debating, was that a good idea? Because you can still get the Heroes. You can't get the non-Heroes anymore. That's the sort of stuff I do like having in my collection, if possible. Now, if it's a shape like the EC2 or the Deathadder that I was or am really into, I'll try to get as many of them to show the progression over time, because you can really experience the changes. And some of them, especially on the EC2, are very, very, very minute. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have questions on the new Deathadder Deathadder V3 Hyperspeed. Sorry, not the Hyperspeed V3. It is not just a cheaper Deathadder V3 Pro. Actually, it's not that at all. What does the Hyperspeed brand mean anymore? If you thought this was too big, or you want a smaller, potentially even smaller than EC2 sized right-handed ergo mouse, I put my hand on this at Scrooge's house, but friend's house. He stopped over there. He's showing me a couple that I didn't have, and this was one of them. And I'm like, holy shit, that feels good. So I had to pick one up myself. And if you were like, would you? Because the new hotness that just came out is the Dex or V3 Hyperspeed for my grip. Now that I know how I need to grip the Dex, it doesn't feel that bad, but it's still not my style of mouse. I would take the V3 Hyperspeed over that. Now, over both of these, at least currently, I take the Thorn. It just fills things in the right spot, We'll see once the E1 comes in, because that's back to the you got to remember, guys, the EC2, which the E1 is effectively the updated version of, is what got me off of programmable software controlled mice. I switched to using only 5-button mice and changing it in the software in the games because of the EC2 coming from the Deathadder. That's how much of an improvement it was in my brain. I was like, it clicked, it made sense. So there's a chance that I will quite like the E1. We'll see. But I think I rediscovered, after running the EC2 for many, 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 many versions and wearing some of them out, that I actually prefer ambi but ergonomic mice. So let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Would you pick one of these up? Why or why not? We'll see you in the next one. Oh, you still can't see the kitten. Peace.